Hi, students. This is a quick orientation session. So if you have further questions, you can contact me through email, drop by my office, or call me at 678-226-6251. So let's start. So for many of you, this is your first time taking an online class. You don't have to be a computer expert. However, you do need to be aware of some important points. The first thing you need to be aware of is use Google Chrome as your browser. If you don't, you will not be able to see information online. Okay. Use Google Chrome as your browser so you can actually see the calendar and see all of the content. Um, you need to use Microsoft Word to write your essays. This program is free for you students. So if you go to the Gwinnett Tech dashboard, you will see Microsoft 365. That contains all of the Microsoft programs, Excel, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and that's free to you. All you have to do is download it. Okay. So just make sure when you save your documents on your computer, make sure you don't save it through anything. So when you save a document or your assignments, it's going to prompt you. It's going to say save to SharePoint, save to something. Do not save it to something, okay? Save it directly on your computer. Because if you save it through OneNote or OneDrive or SharePoint, uh, these programs will not open up. You have to have passwords to get them open. So make sure you don't save it through anything, just directly to your computer. Also, know how to upload assignments to Dropboxes. If all else fails, make sure that you just copy and paste the information to the upload form. So every upload form, it'll ask you if you want to just copy and paste the text. If something's wrong with your attachments, then just copy and paste the text, okay? Also, know how to send emails and attachments. You can access Blackboard and email accounts through Microsoft 365 dashboard, okay? Here is the address right here. I'll actually even underline it for you. Here it is right there. So that's the dashboard email address. If you need it, go ahead, write it down, but it's on Blackboard as well, okay? Um, if you need to meet, if you need to meet, um, we can meet, of course, okay? Um, face to face on campus, over the phone, or through email. Okay, so there are online and on-campus tutors available too. Check the LMS. If you guys look at Blackboard, you will see that I have a link in there, and that link has information basically telling you how to upload your assignments so that a live tutor can see your assignments. And also, when you come on campus, the tutors are in room 910, building 100, room 910. Okay. Check Blackboard every day or every other day. And I'm going to put a stamp next to that. Check Blackboard every day or every other day. Okay. That's very important. Why? Because everything I email to you, I will post a copy to Blackboard. So anything important, I'll post it to Blackboard and I email a copy to you. Okay. And this is a big one too. Make sure that you print your assignments so that you can thoroughly take notes. Make sure you do that. That's so very, very important. So very important. So make sure you print everything. Why do I want you to print everything? Because actually, this is what happens. You guys are out there in cyberspace, okay? You're in cyberspace. So when you're in cyberspace, you're by yourself. And students have a habit of just reading online and they don't do anything. They don't take notes. They don't do anything. And guess what? When you don't take notes, you don't retain anything. So If you were in the classroom, face-to-face classroom, I would actually print everything for you. But you have to print everything by yourself since you're online. Okay. Do that, take notes, read it. I have noticed a huge difference, and I wouldn't be telling you this if I did not notice a huge difference between the students who actually sit down and they print their assignments as opposed to reading them online. Okay. So I'm going to put important that this is very important. Okay. Okay. Now, I need for you to do this too. Um, when you access Blackboard, pay attention to the items on the left side of the page. Okay. Pay attention to the items on the left side of the page. You need to read and print the rules of the class and the addendum. All right. Make sure you do that. Um, Make sure you absolutely do that. I'm going to show you a real-time copy of it in a little while. Print and rule, print and read and print the rules of the class and the addendum. Okay. You can check your grades as well. You'll see the tab on the left side. Blackboard email is just for emergencies. You guys have to use your Outlook account. Learn how to read the calendar. This is monumentally important. Actually, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to make sure I highlight this. Um, Make sure you do this. Read the calendar is so important. This is so important. I want you to take a minute and look at that. Okay. Now, why is it important to read your calendar? Because all of your assignments are on your calendar. All of your assignments are on your calendar. So when you access Blackboard, this is what you're going to see. Okay. You're going to see everything on the left-hand side, and it's going to have your calendar there. Now, this is how you read it. You have 3 essays to write in the class. 3. I want you to identify the due dates for each essay. Once you identify the due dates, make sure you look at what you have in between those that due date. So you have a lot of work to do in between each essay's due date. Those in between assignments are to help you write your paper. Ultimately, that's the whole point of the class, is to finish writing your papers. You have 3 big papers. So those assignments are meant to help you understand how to write your final essay. Okay. Now, you'll notice that submit your final essay, before you submit your final essay, you will have a draft to write. So if you submit your final essay without your draft, that means pretty much you just missed an assignment. Okay. Because when I look at that draft, it gives me a chance to look at and see what direction you're going into. And it lets me know or gives me an opportunity to pretty much tell you, hey, you need to work on this before you submit your final paper to be graded. And that's the one that goes into my calendar. I mean, not my calendar, my grade book. Okay. Um, when you look at the calendar, you'll notice that there are tabs. The calendar has tabs. You need to open these tabs and you need to read everything you can about the information, about the assignment. So this is what you'll see. Okay, you'll see this. And some students like opening up these little tabs and you'll get a pop-up box and just read everything. Or some students just simply like going to the agenda view. And in the agenda view, you'll see these links. You'll see these links, and all you have to do is open up these links. Open these links, and you'll get a list. And some students just make it's easier for them to just see a list. Okay. Okay. Now, let me share my screen with you again, but I want to show you guys Blackboard. Let me see. Alex. Okay, let me see if I can find it for you. Let me see. Okay, there it is. This is what I want you to see, guys. So let me try and share this with you again. There it is. So let me share my screen. Share. Okay, you should be able to see it now. But this is what I was showing you. You know, when you go into Blackboard, make sure you read the announcements. Okay. And the lessons, this is where you're going to find all of your assignments. But the first thing you need to do is look at the calendar. So once you look at the calendar, okay, it's going to tell you, it's going to look just like this. And you will notice, for instance, this is just a generic class. This is 1101. This is a generic class, but pretty much all the classes follow the same format. So once you discover, okay, when is my first assigned essay? You discover that assigned essay. Then you go back and you look at all the things you have to do before you actually submit your final paper. All of those assignments are to help you write your final paper. You'll notice that a draft is always due before you submit your final paper. Okay. So don't forget that. Now, like I said before, some students like these little pop-up boxes and you scroll down and you read everything. But some students love the agenda view and they click on the agenda view and it just opens up for you like this. And some students find it easier just to open those links. So you have to choose which one. And of course, here, guys, rules of class and addendum. Make sure you read the rules of the class. It tells you everything, their textbook, the rules, how many essays you have to write, the percentage, okay, how to handle situations. Read that, print it and read it, okay? Um, Textbook information, your grades. It also tells you where I'm located, all of my information here, okay? And it also, you know, gives you your grades, all of that. So you guys, that's pretty much it. Okay. That's pretty much it. Um, that's all I have to show you. This was meant to be a quick orientation session. And this is Collaborate is what I will be using to show you how to write your essays. So I will send information out to you soon. And if you have any questions, let me know. But that is all. Thank you so much for um, showing up and for listening. Okay. Thanks. Bye.